Hi, welcome to Quad-O-Matic. My name is Chris. I'm a C6, C7 quadriplegic, and welcome to another edition of Fireside Chats with Chris. What are we talking about today, Anna?
I figured we'd share some stories and anecdotes about some of the things people have said to you.
Okay.
Do you want to start with, like, maybe after you were first injured, that story with your mom and the dog?
Sure. So I was out for a walk with my mom shortly after I was injured, trying to build up strength, pushing my wheelchair. And this guy crossed the street to us with his dog, looked at my mom, and said, "Would he like to pet the dog?" Didn't look at me, didn't ask me, looked at her. Because sometimes people assume if you have a physical disability, there must also be a mental disability.
Yeah. That's
Now,
not.
it was true.
All right. And then when we were dating, that's probably when the first times I saw it happen. We went to a coffee place, and this woman held the door open for you.
Yeah, so it was nice that she held the door open. That's very polite. But then she kind of bent down to my level and said, "What?"
There you go. Like you were a little kid or a toddler.
Yeah, which I believe she followed up with, "It's nice to see you out." A, she doesn't know me, and B, I don't know where I'm supposed to be if it's not out. So, again, an example of somebody associating a physical disability with a mental disability.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to share some maybe more recent ones? Maybe since we opened the bar, there were a couple good ones from the grand
Yeah.
opening.
So I think it was the grand opening, and I was working the bar. We had a band that night. It was very busy, and I happened to be going through one of the rooms checking on our customers, and this customer said to me, "What's wrong with you?" Or "What happened to you?" She was very rude about it. Now, if you're polite, I'll probably tell you what happened to me, which was a car accident. It's not that exciting. But she was kind of, how would you describe it? Rude, you know?
Yeah.
So I explained that I was viciously attacked by a bear. It played with me like a toy and left me for dead. Broke my neck. She said, following this up, which apparently she fully believed, she said, "They let you work here?" To which I replied, "Oh, I don't work here. I just came in one day and started doing things, and they haven't kicked me out yet." She also bought that because she replied with, in all earnestness, "It's good to have somewhere to go."
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're the owner
I am
of
the
the
owner.
pub.
So I doubt she's watching this right now, so she probably believes that I'm a former bear victim and I volunteer at the pub.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, if she had like spent any time talking to you or didn't immediately ask like, "What's wrong with you?" Because there's nothing wrong with you.
right, well, so things have continued on. I think one of the most recent ones, perhaps. I was bartending behind the bar. I can get beers. I showed it in another video, but make change, all that, take payments. And this older gentleman, I say gentleman, but he was out with his family, and he looked at me. He's ready to pay his bill, and said, "Do they let you handle money?" I don't know who they are, because again, I own the bar. But I guess the answer is yes, they do. So I made his change, and I didn't really have a snappy comeback to that one. But again, it's people associating a physical disability with a mental disability, and even maybe having the audacity to think that they could just come up to me and ask things like that.
Yeah, sometimes we'll be at the bar and I'll be there with you and they'll like not even listen to you or walk right past you and like look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm busy doing other things and you're the bartender and you're there and you're addressing them.
Yeah. So it's an ongoing thing. I'm sure I'll have many more things said to me throughout the years, but I just kind of, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to just look at them like, well, I want to have a little fun with you, but
Yeah, and then you have some fun stories too.
yeah. So there you go. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe. Goodbye for now.